in my penny toe. Hey, did you hear what I said? I took a bucket to buy. I got caught in my penny toe. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You can't be me. I got bad bladder. Every 30 seconds, I got to be. Hey, I see you trying to date these women. Hey, I see you trying to date her. They don't want you. They want an old school, cause I change your alternator. Hey, you a rapper, young whippersnapper. I take it to pole. Hey, are you a rapper, young whippersnapper? Hey.
Good morning, everybody. I know I'm early. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen Baby. You're going to hear some noise in the background. It's Sunday morning, so my family is up. They're walking around and making noise, so you will hear noise in the background. The title of this foolery this morning is Austin Holeman said the truth will never be televised to the passport bros. The truth will never be televised. Melania, how are you, baby? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to rock with me this morning. I greatly appreciate it. So, listen, we have to go into this foolery today. You feel me? We have to go into it. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. He dropped this early this morning. And so I said, let me chime in on it. Now, a lot of people from the Passport Bro community is going ham on Austin. They're going ham on Austin because they're saying he's not telling the truth. But I want to share something with y'all. There is always a good side and a bad side to every situation. It is not always good and it is not always bad. Okay? But I want to say this to y'all. Good morning, Jay. How are you, Jay? I love the premiere. It was wonderful. Thank you. Cause now I have a bigger understanding of what really happened to that woman on the Kendra G show. Thank you so much, sir. You are a scholar and a gentleman. December, I see you, baby. Tara, what's going on, baby? So this is what I want to share with y'all. The truth will never be televised about every situation. It will never be televised about every situation. And so the kings of the passport bros are coming after Austin Holloman, okay, because they're upset that he's telling the ugly side of being a passport bro too. Okay. And remember, they have talked to a lot of men and showed the men that this is what it is being a passport bro. But Austin is saying that the ones that you see around these men that are like the top tier women, they're usually paying for, pussy. Okay? I know it's Sunday morning, but y'all know my mouth. We still gonna talk. Okay? So this is what he's saying. Now I want to share something with y'all. There's no man on this earth that will never, okay? There's no man on this earth, no man on this earth that has never paid for pussy. There is no man on this earth, okay? I don't care how much, I don't care how little money he got, how much money he got. I don't care how good he looked. There is no man on this earth that has never paid for pussy. We're going to throw that out the window because y'all always say this is what they go down there for because they're paying for it. They pay for it here. They pay for pussy here in the States. So let's not act like, okay, they paying for pussy foreign. They pay for pussy here. Even foreign men pay for their own pussy over there. Okay? There's no man on this earth that had never paid for pussy. We got to get that out our mind. This is the truth. So now, check this out. Austin is having a problem and he's trying to deal with saying the truth. Okay? This is his truth of the things he experienced being a passport bro. So I'm not here to debunk what he's saying. I'm not here to get on him. I just want to share this with y'all. Our brothers are conditioned to love us. There is a small amount of melanated men that are from the United States, okay, that they date outside the culture. It is not our men going in droves to date outside the culture. It is not. Because they're conditioned to love us. From your nose to your lips to your eyes to your ears to your brown skin to your breasts to your waist, the way you walk, the way your hips ride from side to side. Our brothers are conditioned to love us because this is what they were brought up with. They were brought up by a black woman. Okay? Their mother was a black woman. Okay? They are conditioned to love you, but it's the way you behave that give them a problem. It is the way that we behave that give them issues. But we always miss that. So when this woman who is German had came to the scene and said what she said, y'all lost y'all mind. But how many times have melanated women in this space, in YouTube space, have told y'all the shit y'all doing ain't right? How many of us have told y'all the shit y'all doing ain't right? Okay. Now y'all mad that this German woman, very beautiful woman, came to social media and said, this is the good. She's right. She is right. Now, one woman wrote me, she said, sis, I could take a correction from you because me and you look alike. But I can't take no correction from some woman that that we don't look alike at all. Let me share something with you. It's because the world know your jacket, my sisters. The world knows your jacket. That's why you're having a problem. This is why you have women from different races coming for us because the world knows your jacket. They know how you mistreat your own brother. She says she's a submissive woman. That's why her soon to be husband or her husband takes care of her because she is submissive. Is she lying? She not lying. She not lying. Once a man can get cooperation from his woman, he gonna do everything in his power to make it stay like that. He gonna do everything in his power to make it stay like that. Okay? Because he loved the respect and the love that she shows him. So this woman saying what she says, she's right, and a lot of y'all giving her dislike for it. Okay? Austin Holeman, he has to say what is truth and what is not truth. Because a lot of y'all go over to these foreign countries and you have this false ideology that all the women will be running to you. That they will be throwing that pussy from the free throw line, but that is not true. Now, if you have money, it might move a little faster. If you got money, it's gonna move a little faster. Okay, that's in anything. That is even in black women. Okay, once you got money, it's gonna move a little faster. Whatever you're trying to achieve from this woman. I watched the other night. What's his name? Bow Wow was on some show or whatever. And I guess like that dating, they do the dating with the stars or something like that. And so one woman asked him, can I get some money? You just met him right now. You have only seen him in videos and stuff like that. But you're meeting him live right now. And the first thing you ask him for is money. And he pulls out a wad of cash out of his pocket and show y'all that he got money. And then another woman, another black woman, runs all the way up to the front with a girl at, oh, can I get some money too? And you know what he said? He told those girls, y'all disqualified because I knew that's why I brought money. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that this was going to happen. And the girls was like, no, I just wanted to know if you had money. So there's no woman in this world that will get up here and say that if she have never dated a man just for money, she could never say that. Okay? She could never say that. Every man has paid for pussy. Okay, either it be cash or either it be by bill. We have to understand this part, because I don't want y'all to be trying to kick the passport bros back in, um by saying, oh, they over there paying for Pussy, because that is not the case, because they could pay for Pussy over here too. Okay, that's not the case. The case is the truth will never be televised. We have to understand that there is a false ideology in everything. Okay, there's a problem in everything. There's a good and a bad in everything. Good morning, 18. How are you, baby? It's good to see you. Thank you for rocking with me this morning. So, so O'Shea Duke Jackson dropped a bomb. So we gonna dissect that. But first, we gonna hit this real quick. We gonna go through some videos, and I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear some things, okay? I want y'all to hear some things. Now, this woman that is German, so far, she's the one that is on fire this week. Okay, she's on fire this week from these words that she said. But this is just a soundbite. They ain't let this woman go through everything she really wanted to say. And my sisters, instead of y'all disliking this woman, sit and listen. There's nothing wrong with you getting a critique. This is the problem. Who can really check black women? Because we sit up here and we will get up here and say, who gonna check me, boo-boo? Who gonna check me, boo-boo? Good morning, Eugene Still. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to rock with me. I appreciate you. Melania says it's a 20 in the front, 40 in the back. Shout out to Lost in Translation. This is correct. So this woman right here, German woman, I want y'all to hear her. I played her yesterday. We're going to play her one more time, y'all.
Black American women are no competition, and that's how I got my man. That is what a lot of people think I said in one of my YouTube videos, which is going viral on all social media platforms. And you cannot imagine, the shitstorm from certain women is like a bad, really bad case of diarrhea right now. But luckily, at the same time, there are a lot of people who agree with my overall message, which is always, any average man deserves a fit, cooperative, feminine wife, especially in today's modern society. Tell me, where did you hear me say that Black American women are no competition? I was not even talking about Black American women in particular. 90% of these women who are in that comment section are single. Single by choice, because the average man is not good enough. Oh, but coincidentally, that high-value man is not checking for them either. I was talking about the American family structure, if you were able to get the message that I was trying to bring to you. Yes, I did say the average Black American family barely has a family unit. Not even in that statement, I generalized all Black families in America that they don't have a family unit. I lived in America for 2 years, and I've seen a lot of messed up things in Black households, white households, and I very soon came to the conclusion, coming from a traditional household, that there is something seriously wrong that's going on in those households in America. Now, honestly, what justifies these women making comments like this? Am I the problem, or are they maybe the problem? I'll tell you what the issue is. They have a huge problem with someone who treats an American Black man very, very well. And that's the problem they have, because they think no man deserves to be treated well if he doesn't pay. Excuse me, that doesn't even make any sense to me. If I can only be nice to you when you pay me, that makes me a whole prostitute. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just call it for what it is. You can get upset if you want to. The truth is always going to be the truth. And on this channel, all you will find is the truth, whether if you like it or not.
Now, good morning, Growth. How are you? The child of God, how are you, my dear? What she's saying is right. But a lot of melanated women are offended by the truth, because we have this ideology that nobody gonna be able to check me, boo-boo. Nobody gonna be able to check me, boo-boo. And so a lot of women are mad with her because she said the truth. Okay? Skinny, what's going on, baby? Yeah, Skinny said the women are going off about her right now. Yes. Instead of them taking corrections. So back to the story at hand. I wanted to share this with y'all, but I also want us to talk about Austin Holeman, okay? Because Austin has shook the passport world upside down. The passport bros upside down. He says some stuff that we gonna dissect, but I also want to share this with you. When he say that men who get the top tier women in different communities is because they pay for pussy, I want to share something with you. Okay? I want to share something with you. There is no man that is born of a woman that has never paid for pussy. Even married men. That's nasty, right? That's nasty, but it's true. Even though the man is married and that pussy belongs to him, right? There are things that the wife asks for that will be out of the budget. But he will go and work his ass off to make sure his wife get it. So I do not want to hear that that's what it is. That's what it is. It is not. Because there's no man on this earth that has never paid for pussy. Either he's married or he's not married. Let's act like we know. And it could be coming from the wife as well. And it may not be a transaction like slutting it out. Okay? We're not talking about that. We talking about, she said to him, baby, this is what I want from Walmart. Baby, this is what I want from Target. And he said, baby, this not in the budget. And you know what she said? Baby, I'll do some strange things for a piece of change. And he'll tell you, okay, so what you gonna do is you gonna do it now? You gonna do it now? And then she'll say, I'm gonna do it now. He said, okay, so at the same time, we gonna exchange. You gonna give me what I want, and I'm gonna give you the credit card, okay? So let's act like we understand that part, okay? There's no man on this earth that has never paid for pussy, okay? Green beans, you're going to stop saying don't get married because you be out here doing foolery talking about don't get married. And if you came across the right woman, you know you'll be somebody's problem. Let's act like we know, green beans. You always start in trouble. Now, I gotta share this video with y'all. Shout out to Dennis Sperling. Dennis Sperling was dropping the bombs last night. I don't know if y'all checked out his show last night, but he was dropping the bombs, okay? He was dropping the bombs, okay, last night. And I like Dennis Sperling content. I like his content. I know I'm not a man, you know what I'm saying? But I love his content because he speaks truth to power. Okay, and he say what it is. So I always like men content that they say what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jumping around through hoops and stuff to please people. I'm just here to say what it is. Okay. So Malik, you fast already. I didn't even get a chance to read it, Malik. You fast. Okay. Good morning, Malik. How you doing? It's good to see you. So now, this is a reel right here, and Dennis Sperling dropped this. I want y'all to hear this. Check it out.
So when they put all those police in our neighborhood and they hit us with those hard sentences for whether it's the 94 crime bill, the 88 crack laws, they can justify that shit based off this is where all the trouble is at. This is where all the problems is at. You seen Joe Biden stand on the Senate floor and say that verbatim. He was like, I don't care about the conditions that cause these predators to become predators. We need to fix this shit now, because if we don't, they end up killing our moms and our fathers and our brothers. And our
Joe Biden, is Joe Biden good?
It's tough. I got questions.
I think he's a good guy with bad shit on him.
Man,
he got some bad shit on him.
I say it all the time. Joe Biden has done worse things to black people than Donald Trump ever has.
For real?
Hell yeah, man. The 88 crack laws.
Educate me.
He passed the 88
crack laws with Strom Thurmond. Strom Thurmond was a motherfucking racial segregationist from South Carolina.
Who was he down with? Was he down with?
It was
Barack's vice president. The 88 crack laws. Think about it. 88 crack laws. Everybody know crack was in the black community more than anywhere.
Because they put it.
So the 88 crack laws that gave you more time for crack than it did powder cocaine, that was systemically done. Because they knew who was running around with the 20s of rocks in their pockets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you fast forward 6 years later, the 94 crime bill that he called the Biden bill. So when they put...
So shout out to Charlemagne because Charlemagne will preach it even if you don't like it. Charlemagne will preach it even if you don't like it. I see who we got in the chat. Let me see. I see who we got in here. I know I seen R Pandora. How are you, R Pandora? I saw you. You said facts. I have some pushback. Sometimes it's actually within the budget. For example, the type of house you move into once married. I like that. I like that. Sometimes it's in the budget. I like that. I like that. You know what, R-Pain? I'll tell you the truth. I be trying to stay in the budget. Even if I do some strange things for a piece of change for my king, I be trying to stay in the budget. Because I don't be wanting him to work like that. That's too much, especially on his back. So I understand. Malik, thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Mona D. Mona D. Yes, honey. Mona D is in the house. Thank you, Mona D. Catalina, how are you, baby? It's good to see you. So we're going to go into this concept right here that Charlemagne has said. Now, remember, Charlemagne was the one that Biden has said to him, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. He was actually talking to Charlemagne. He was actually talking to Charlemagne, but they did the sound bite and it made it seem like for all black people, okay? But truth be told, why was he comfortable saying that? I'm a dim, mind y'all, yo. You understand? I'm a dim, mind you, okay? I'm not a Republican. But he was comfortable saying that to Charlemagne. Even though he passed a crime bill in 88, okay, for crack cocaine. Y'all remember? Okay? Even though he passed a crime bill, get a crime bill drawn up and passed in 1988. We all forgot that part. You want to know why? Because the world was going through and C-19 was our problem. So we thought someone who had more experience in Washington could help us. But now we see some shit done ran downhill, okay? We see how it's hard to pay for eggs. It's hard to pay for gas, okay? It's hard to pay the mortgage. It's hard to pay lights and water and all that shit. Nobody can keep a job now, okay? Jobs are leaving, disappearing. So now people are seeing all the inflation and everything like that. But we didn't think about that before. Nobody even thought about that before when we was getting all those checks. Okay, all those stimulus checks. We all thought it was going to be okay. But now we have come to find out the truth that this inflation ain't no motherfucking joke. Okay? Because anybody remember when milk was $5 and milk is still right now for something? Okay, anybody remember when eggs was close to $6? Okay, let's talk about it. There's a problem here. So now, what Charlemagne said, this is the truth. This is what Biden did. But he said that now Biden talking about it, he's saying, let's not get on the past. Let's talk about the future. And only why Biden is saying that, because he was the one that was calling us predators. He was calling us predators and our children predators, okay? So that's why, okay? And now, check this out. Now we all trying to look at Trump and say because Trump has not done as much to the melanated community as Biden has done. This is true. Trump has not. But y'all got to remember, he said he would give police immunity, okay? We have to talk about that too. But then we got to go in depth about what he mean by immunity. Because if it's wrongful death, okay, if they didn't do their job properly, is there a different way of how the state or government will handle that? Okay? We have to talk about that. Because even I remember an analyst or something years ago was saying that the KKK, right, was infiltrating law enforcement, okay? Because so that they can legally do something to us, okay? So we have to understand that part. See, we all worried about the presidency, but the people that you really have to worry about is the people in your hometown. Who is your representative? Who is the mayor? Who is the governor? This is who you really need to worry about. Because the truth be told, the president is just eye candy. Y'all always miss that part. He's eye candy. He can't do nothing. He can't do nothing without the House and Congress. Okay? He can't do nothing without the House and Senate. This is the truth. We worried about the wrong things. Yeah, you right. I believe you. So listen, I want to share something with y'all. The most powerful weapon that melanated people have is this right here. I'm gonna share something with y'all. The most power that we have, and other cultures know that we have, is the love we have for one another. Yep. Because they saw us stronger together than apart. Y'all always miss that part. We are more stronger together than apart. Okay? But do some corrections need to be made? Hell yes, some corrections need to be made. Okay? On our women's side, okay? A lot of corrections need to be made. My sisters, I'm talking to y'all. There are content creators that will critique our brothers. But my sisters, I'm talking to y'all. There are some shit on our side, a lot of shit on our side that need to be corrected. And one thing that needs to be corrected is that the womb needs to be protected. The womb needs to be protected. And a sister gonna help me break this down. Shout out to Culture Shock Invasion. A sister gonna help me break this down. Check this out.
Also, there is a really great responsibility in having a womb and having ovaries and being able to usher souls into this dimension. There is an incredible responsibility with that. And as women, at some point, we have to get to the place and space to where we say, this person is not a good human. Yeah, God love all his children, but this person is not a good human. I maybe should not lay down with this dog because I can get up.
She said, I should not lay down with this dog because I will get fleas. This is what you're saying. This is exactly what she's trying to say. I may lay down with this dog and get up and get fleas. That is a woman as well. I may lay down with this dog that is a woman and get up with fleas. The womb needs to be protected. We do not know how to protect the womb because we share the womb with everybody. Everybody can get the womb. Okay? It goes to the highest bidder. Everybody can get the womb. And that's the messed up part about this whole thing. And what she's saying is true. There's another young woman she's famous. And she's at this convention. Okay? Melanated sister, she looks beautiful. And she's going to dissect how long she's been with her husband. And how many children they have and how things were rocky in the beginning, but how she stayed and she worked through. Okay? How she stayed and how she worked through. Okay? Check this out.
Never been in a relationship?
Yes, I've been in the same relationship for 18 years.
How old are you?
I'm 38 years old.
What the hell?
I have 2 kids, 13 and 7. Me and my husband been married for 8 years and we've been together for 18 years.
What do you have to say to the women out there that have a man that want to hold them down?
I held my man down because I knew who he was. When I met him, he was in college. He was studying to be a civil engineer. There's not a lot of black civil engineers, so I already knew that. I already knew what a drive was. When he said he wanted to open up his own business, I said, let's do it, because I saw the vision. I believed in him. He believed in himself, and I know he just needed the support. So if you have a man with some vision, he got some drive, I say hold him down.
Did you let him drive your car at all?
I sure did.
Okay, so this is a lesson that not all the time, if you let a man drive your car, it might sometimes turn out positive.
Yeah,
Look at her.
He done bought me 2
But he
cars
bought me
since then,
two.
so we
Two
good.
since
We
then.
good on that.
Uh-huh.
Paid in full.
Now, this is the thing that a lot of us miss as melanated women. If you meet a man and he has the drive to want better, you meet a man that he has a plan to see greater, okay? Don't just go and be with any man who does not have a plan. My sisters, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying if you meet a man and he has a plan already designed that this is what he wants to do, there's nothing wrong with assisting this man. Nothing wrong with assisting this man. This woman has been with a man for over 18 years. And he went to school for civil engineering. And she said she knew this was going to be hard because he wanted to open up his own business. She said, but when he got to the finish line, because she was there from the beginning, she got to the finish line, right, with him, okay? Because she was there from the beginning, got to the finish line, and what happened? He said, this is what you deserve. Everything from me, this is what you deserve. This guy tried to make a joke and say, and you let him drive your car. She said, yes. And then when he came back to the mic to her, she took the mic. She said, and he brought me 2. I let him drive my car, but he brought me 2. He brought me 2 of my own. I let him drive my car, but he brought me 2 of my own. It's called teamwork. It's called, I love you. I see what you're trying to do. Let's make it work. There are a lot of melanated sisters like this. There are a lot. But the truth will never be televised. You want to know why? Because the ratchet and the hood skanks and all these foolery and the hyenas are at the 2 front rows of the melanated community of our sisters. That's why the truth will never be televised. There are some good women that are melanated, that are on their ish. But because we got foolery in the streets of our community, Pukisha and Raykisha, okay? So everybody believe that melanated women are like that are hyenas, and they're not. All of us are not on demon time. Okay? All of us are not on demon time. So now I want to share something with y'all that I heard. I was reading something, y'all. So I want to share something with y'all that was so sweet to me. And I was like, oh, this is wonderful. So her husband is a cop. And I'll let y'all hear what he said.
Oh, hey, babe.
What you doing? You know why I pulled you over? Do you know why I pulled you over? I know you didn't leave the house this morning and give me no kiss. You gonna leave the house and not give me a kiss?
I'm sorry.
I kick your hands on the steering wheel. Now, you want to give me a kiss or you want this citation? Your truck, look, I got all day. Keep your hands on the steering wheel.
My hands are on the steering wheel.
I'm sorry. Let me get a kiss. Daddy, we cold, boy.
You see why I played this? I'm going to share with y'all why I played this. It's because our love is more powerful than anything. That's the problem that other cultures see. Okay? Trey said, I've done this. Trey is a troublemaker. Our love is more powerful than anything. Okay? This is why we have all these propaganda. This is why we have all this foolery in our community, because they know if we unite, we a motherfucking problem. They know if we unite, we a problem. You understand? They know if we unite, we a problem. They know this. Okay? How many babies have been made off Marvin Gaye? How many babies have been made off Barry White? How many babies have been made off Al Green? How many fathers and mothers dance off Barry White, Al Green, The Temptations? How many mother and fathers? This is why they don't have love music no more in the melanated community. All they got is starting it up, ratchet, you know what I'm saying? All they got is peace be stills in music. That's it. There's no more love making, I love you, this and that. It's all you a hoe, you this, you that. That's all it is. Okay? That's all it is. It's nothing about love or anything. It's about you a thought, you a hoe, you a slut, you a bitch, all this other stuff. That's what it's about. Okay? You a D-boy, you a scammer, all this nonsense. Okay, that's what it's about. It's not about the old music back in the day, about love making. You know what I'm saying? It's not about we getting together. Wake up everybody. No more sleeping in bed. It's not about that. It's not about that anymore, because they have found a way that it's better to keep us separated. It's better to keep us separated because the community will not grow if we stay separated. So they have to throw all this nonsense at us. Okay? Yes, Teddy too. Teddy too. That's right. That's right, Trey. Teddy too. They have to throw all this nonsense at us so that we dislike one another. Oh, you think you better. Good morning, black man unfiltered. Hey, my sister, take heed. My fellow troublemaker. Yes, sir. Yes, I am. I'm proud of my badge of honor. Yes, I am. So my thing is that they see what we don't see. They see what we don't see. Just like our brothers need us, we need them. We need them. You will never hear me as a content creator get up here and say, we do not need our brothers. That's a lie. I'm lying to you if I tell you that. Any content creator that is a woman that she tell you we don't need our brothers, they're lying. They are lying to you. We need them. This is a sister that is going to break down something for y'all women who get out here and say that Caucasian men are better than our brothers. This is a sister that is going to debunk this foolery right now, okay? And shout out to her because she did her thing on this one. Check this out.
Good. Because the way that I see black women pedestalize white men make me nauseous. And then it's like, well, white men treat us better. You treat white men better. Imagine if you treated your own man the way you fawn over them. White men be so mediocre.
Imitating the black man at that.
Yeah, they'll do the most basic stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he bought her 2 roses. And they're like, that's so cute. I want that one day. And I'm like, well, now, what if we affirm our own man like that? What if when our own man did something for us, you know, we gave him that same level of, you know, gratitude. Imagine how much farther we'll get.
For sure.
But the white man breathe and you're like, oh, look how he took up. And it make me sick. Yeah, it make me cringe. It's like, ew.
Yeah.
Now you over here just worshiping this man like he already wants you to. That's a colonizer.
Wow.
Now he colonizing your womb. Now you got a defeated, colonized body over here like this, just your eyes just big and bright, you know, because of his skin tone. So Travis humbled them and showed them, yeah, they'll sleep with you and all that, but you see how when it's time for them to be in a real relationship and settle down, because I wouldn't be surprised if he married her. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he will.
And she just moved in too. That's what they said.
Oh yeah, then. So it begins.
About to be a billionaire
That's
as
what
well.
they get.
Yeah.
Treat your own man as good as you treat them white men. Stop fawning over them like that. It's actually disgusting.
That's
good.
nasty.
Because
shout out to Six the Goddess. Thank you, Skinny, for putting it in there. She looks amazing too, sitting in that chair. They didn't even put her name up there. I hate when they do that. That the content creator is speaking. They don't even link her in the doggone video or nothing. Thank you, Skinny. I appreciate you, baby. Six the Goddess dropped that. You feel me? Check this out. You will have women up here that they will say this, because you'll get women up here and they will tell you that Caucasian men are the bee's knees and black men ain't ish and black men don't know their purpose and this and that. And these type of women get on my last nerve, because y'all will preach this to the heavens that our brothers ain't ish. Okay? And the thing is that the way y'all treat our brothers ain't right. Okay? The way you talk to them. She said, oh, the Caucasian man brought you 2 flowers and you're so grateful about the 2 flowers. But when a black man buy you 2 flowers, you looking at him sideways. And she right. You looking at him sideways. And then you got heifers like this that got 2 feet in the grave coming to social media. And they will get up here and say shit like this.
You ask, what's the difference between dating some black men and the white man? Well, the white man is going to call you and invite you out. The black man is going to text you, good morning, beautiful, hello, gorgeous, what you doing? The white man is going to take you to a very nice dinner and pay for it. The black man is going to ask you, what you cooking? Can I come over? The white man is going to take you to get your tire fixed and pay for it. The black man is going to tell you, you need to get your tire fixed. The white man is going to buy you a very special gift for your birthday. The black man is going to disappear and call you after your birthday. The white man is going to be very impressed by your education and your personal accomplishments. The black man is going to be intimidated by your education and your personal accomplishments. The white man is going to raise his kid, take care of his kid, spend quality time with his kid. The black man is going to get you pregnant and abandon you and the kid. The white man wants a relationship that leads to marriage and family. The black man wants a situationship that leads to nothing. The white man is going to date you, propose to you, and then marry you. The black man is going to shack up with you and play house with you. The white man is going to be clear in his communication.
This woman right here get on my nerve. Every time I hear her speak, she gets on my nerve. And I would like to tell her that this false ideology that you preach to younger women, maybe that was your jacket, you know what I'm saying? Because it probably was your attitude towards your brothers. You know what I'm saying? That made your brothers not want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Because when women have this masculine attitude, okay, and the way that they talk to men ain't gonna fuck with you like that. Black men ain't gonna let you talk down to them like they're children. But if it was a white man that talked to you, you're gonna be so kind. Hello, dear. How are you, dear? That's nice. Like, you can't talk to a black man like that. You can't talk to a black man like that. Hello, dear. How are you? How was your day? You want me to get your towel? You want me to pour you a glass of wine? You know what I'm saying? It's the kind words that you say to a man that will break down all walls. But because we don't know how to talk to our men, you get shit like this. She got 2 feet in a motherfucking grave. She up here talking about because white men do this and white men. You shut up, please. Shut up, please. You know what I'm saying? That's your thing. You had that. Shut up, please. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to say to women like this. You know, because y'all believe this nonsense, okay? Y'all believe this. But it's the way you treat our brothers that will always have you win. My sisters, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to our brothers. Even though our brothers are in the chat, I'm talking to my sisters. There are men that will correct our brothers if need be. Okay? Now, this is the thing that irks my nerve, because we don't know how to talk to each other. We don't. We don't understand that part. Now, Sister Goddess dropped a bombshell, and what she preaching is true. Okay, it still ring true today. Now, we got another concept coming. Okay, there's a young woman who said it's hard being a single mother and trying to date. Check this out. This is what she said, and some of this I'm shaking my head, and some of this I'm understanding.
At some point, you're going to want a man to take you serious. And how many kids are you going to want him to take you serious
Right.
with? I got 3. It's hard out here with 3 kids trying to find a man that's
I ain't got
that
no kids,
want to
like,
with you. You get what I'm saying? You got no kids, you can't find a man really want to fuck with you. Now me having 3 kids, a man trying to find a man to fuck with me. You get what I'm saying?
So my friend, like, she has 2 kids. Both are like teenagers now, and like the thing that I don't like is like when she dates guys and then they fall out or something, they'll be like, out of here, I be feeding you and your kids. Like they be trying to throw it back in their face, and it's like that's why I can only imagine how hard it is being a single mom.
It's not even like it is throw it back in your face, but it's like I said, expectations and it's the reality of the situation. Because the reality is I could go deal with a woman that don't have no kids. So I chose you
100%.
and your kids. You need to be appreciative of that shit because it's not easy for a man to look at some kids that's not his and be like, you know what? I'm gonna do that for these kids. At some point, you're gonna want to.
So I like what she said because we expect our brothers to come, even though we are single mothers, we expect our brothers to come and just want to be with us, even though we got all this shit got going on. You know what I'm saying? You got all these children and baby daddies in the background, and you want this man to come in and deal with all this foolery. This is why a lot of brothers are not marrying single mothers. They are not. This is the truth. And can you blame them? There's a lot of shit that's going on behind the closed doors. There's a lot of shit. Okay? And my husband married me and I was a baby mama. Okay? And I seen the shit my husband went through because of the decisions that I made, okay? But yet and still he said, I love you, we will go through this together, and I will fix it, but on your side you will fix and get boundaries, okay? You will get boundaries. So, well, what this sister is saying right here, I like what she's saying. She's being truthful. She's being truthful, because let me share something with you. Long as a man has respect, everything else will follow. Everything else will follow, baby. I just want to share that with you. Okay? Everything else will follow. Corey, I see you in my chat. And I read what you said, baby. It's all right. You know, my content is not for everybody. My content is not for everybody. Okay? I'm going to always talk about melanated issues. Okay? I don't know. I just want to let you know I'm going to always talk about melanated issues. So it's good that you just unsubscribe, baby. Just unsubscribe. I'm going to always talk about melanated issues because my people are the one that's having the issue. Okay? So now, with that being said, we're going to go on to something else. Okay? Shout out to Dennis Sperling for this right here. He said women have, not him, but he posted the video and it says, women have no emotional intelligence. Let's see what this woman said.
As we live in as women is believing that we have high emotional intelligence. And setting the record straight, women have no emotional intelligence. The reason that as women we want to believe we have emotional intelligence is because we are emotional. Because we are emotional, as women, we want to think we have high emotional intelligence. But the truth is the fact that we are highly emotional is actually the biggest indicator that we have very low emotional intelligence, because being emotional is having no control over our emotional state, which is low emotional intelligence. High emotional intelligence is the ability to be pragmatic, to see things realistically, and to make choices and respond to life not from an emotional place, It's the ability to be in control of our emotional state and operate in life from that place.
Listen, guys, I didn't say Corey didn't show love, y'all. I didn't say he didn't show love. I'm just saying to what he wrote that he's saying that he passed my videos 20 times before, but he's sticking with this one as he's watching it. I didn't say he didn't like my stuff. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that I will always talk about our issues in our community. I will always talk about what is the problem. That's all. That's all. It's not. I'm not saying anything bad, y'all. Calm down. I'm not saying anything bad against him, okay? Now, I'm just showing that we will always talk about our issues on my channel, okay? I rarely talk about other issues. It's always our issues. I'm just saying. Okay, so what this woman says, she is correct. Okay, she is correct. She says we have no emotional intelligence. Okay, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Only why I say this is because once a woman has been hurt by a man, right? And if she has a child with this man, she becomes a little biased to that baby because of what she been through with the father. Now, if we really had emotional intelligence, right, like we supposed to, even though we highly emotional and we get excited about everything, even I do it too, and my king be like, wait a minute, nope, bring that down. Bring that down. That doesn't sound right. You're jumping the gun. Because I read the same thing that you read, and that does not look right. Calm down. This is too much. Or I heard the same thing somebody said, and you didn't assess it properly. Because our emotions is so high. Sometimes somebody say something, and we immediately think, oh, they talking about us. You know, oh, he's talking, or she's talking about me. And then if you have a king that's on his ish, okay, he'll tell you, let me hear it. And then he'll hear it and he'll say, nope, that's not what they said. Calm down. That's too much. Okay? I just want to share that with y'all because even as old as I am, my king has to jump in and say, wait a minute, that's not what it is. You're jumping the gun. You getting upset for no reason. It's not like that. This is what it's like. Even as old as I am, he got to dissect stuff for me as well. Okay? And it depends on you if you listen, my sisters and my sisters. It depends on you if you can sit there and listen and understand what your king is trying to explain. Because immediately when your husband is giving you a correction, you immediately go to what happened last week instead of us talking about what is going on right now. Okay? So we are emotionally, you know, we get emotional for everything. Everything we get emotional for. Anybody who follow me, you will see at times how excited I get, or when I'm on a subject and I'm like screaming and this and that. I get like that too. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that I'm perfect. Even at times my king will have to come down if I'm on a panel. Okay? Even when I'm on a panel and somebody, green beans, you play too much, and somebody will say something to me, my king will come down. You will see me look up. Okay? You will see me look up, and my king will say, nope, that's not what it is. Calm down. Okay? Calm down. So with her saying this, she's correct. She's right. That we do not have emotional intelligence. We are emotional, yes, but we don't know how to assess the situation properly. And this is why I will say this, and I will continue to say this till I'm blue in the face. I will continue to say this till I'm blue in the face. We need our husbands to regulate a lot of things. And we need to sit there and be able to understand. Okay, we need to sit there and be able to just listen. Even though Green Beans just put in the chat trying to be funny, talking about asking women to listen. Green Beans is always acting up in this chat. So with him saying that, he's right. Okay, he's right. He right. It's hard to ask women to listen. But women who are governed by kings, you have no choice but to listen, baby. Because your husband ain't gonna let you do foolery. You have no choice but to listen. Because I know my king do not let me go out of pocket. Okay? He does not let me go out of pocket. And what I like what this woman said, because she preach a lot of truth. Not preach, but she say a lot of truth. And a lot of women don't like what she said, but we do not have emotional intelligence. We're emotional, yes, but we don't know how to govern in being emotional and being intelligent at the same time, because we can be an emotional and blow up everything. Okay? We can be emotional and blow up everything. Y'all saw the video yesterday and I put it in the chat. Okay, I put it in the chat, in our group chat yesterday, that there was a woman who was married for 30 years. Okay, and she said, I want to do me, I want to be happy, I want to live my life, this and that. And so what did she do? She said, I don't want to be one of those women who will be old and unhappy. This is what she thought in her mind. And what happened? She divorced her husband. Says she want to live on her own. She want to do her own ish. She divorced her husband. Okay? Divorced him 30 years. And then every time you see her coming up on these videos, just like Tia, coming up on these videos and stuff like that, talking about I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, all this bullshit, I'm happy. Okay? And let me share something with you, my sisters. Happiness is an inside motherfucking job. Nobody should have to make you happy. Happiness is an inside motherfucking job. Yes, Jay. Sound just like Tia. Yes, she do. Okay? Yes, she do, damn it. So now, the last part of the video, it says that I'm so traumatized. So everybody wondering what the hell she mean by traumatized. I found out that my ex-husband, my estranged husband, has a girlfriend. What did you think what the fuck was gonna happen? What did you think what was gonna happen? What did you think? 30 years you've been married to this man. And because you said, I want to be happy, this is what I mean by you don't have emotional intelligence, because this is just how I'm believing how it is. Okay? You don't have emotional intelligence because you will get out here and destroy your family, your foundation, because you want to be happy. And then when you get out and destroy everything, when you get out and destroy the whole family and the foundation, and the grass that you saw that was on the other side, you looked across that grass for 30 years. You thought that grass was beautiful. And when your ass when your ass decided to cross the street and you walked over and you saw the grass and there's holes and shit and potholes and shit all in there. Okay, you saw all those potholes, but you thought it's okay to leave a 30-year marriage. This is why I say this is a problem. We don't have emotional intelligence. She's right, because we will be emotional and make decisions that don't make motherfucking sense. How do you be married 30 years and then you say it's time for a divorce? Do that make motherfucking sense? That does not make sense at all. But we will get out here and proclaim we are the most emotional, intelligent creatures. We are not. Because we will get in a place where we will decimate the kingdom all because of one word: happiness. We will decimate the kingdom all because of one word: happiness. Kasim, I see you. Thank you for the super chat, sir. I appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Thank you. Kasim said, in a woman's mind, emotion is law. Mood comes first, and she's going to follow it wherever it goes. He's right. She's gonna follow it wherever it goes, even down that rabbit hole. Shout out to Kosha. Thank you for everybody who just came in. Miss Locks, I see you. Soraya, I see you. I hope I said your name right, baby. Thank you. But it's true. We will go down this rabbit hole and this foolery, and we think it makes sense. And Malik said it, burning down the whole house because you're mad. It's true. We will burn down every stitch of the kingdom because we upset. Oh, he done made me mad. I'm gonna burn this shit down. I don't give two shits. 30 years? 30 years? Some of y'all will be married 15 years. You will burn that shit down because of the words happiness. And happiness is an inside motherfucking job. And happiness is not in marriage. Joy is supposed to be in marriage. Okay? Joy is supposed to be in marriage. We do not like to tell the truth. We do not like to tell the truth. And then when you see your significant other take time to move on, he not out here doing videos and shit when y'all first broke up. He not out here doing videos, running around talking about, I'm enjoying my life, I'm happy. Let me share something with y'all. My first marriage, even though that shit burned to the ground, right? Okay? On both parts, because I'm not going to just blame him. On both parts, that shit burned to the ground, okay? On both parts, okay? I was hurt. I remember leaving my lawyer and I was crying. I was hurt. You want to know why? Because I felt like I failed. I felt like I failed. I don't know how y'all excited and dancing and shit and you happy you not married no more because you have slept with the same man for years. You have laid next to this man for years. Okay? You have laid next to this man for years. You have made breakfast. You have cooked. You have washed this man's clothes. You have laid on him for years. Y'all have laid up on a chair, watched movies, fell asleep, watching movies. You have shared ice cream together. You have went dancing. You went clubbing. You went to jazz clubs. You went playing. You went to plays and stuff like that. Somebody who you rock with 24/7 unless he at work or you at work. You have been with this man. When he wasn't feeling well, you was taking care of him. When you wasn't feeling well, he was taking care of you. Why are we thinking that this shit makes sense after you done got divorced? You out here on social media dancing and shit and ain't got no motherfucking rhythm. You out here dancing and shit and everything like that. You popping it and shit and you excited. This woman said, I'm laying in my queen's bed or some bullshit alone. Alone. You in the motherfucking bed alone. Okay? That's my problem right there. You're in the bed alone. And you come to social media and make it seem like we excited for you. We give two shits. We don't care. We don't care. What emotional intelligence do you really have when you can watch the kingdom burn because you're upset with him? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. 30 years, and now you sitting up talking about I'm distraught because I didn't think he was gonna have somebody. You're distraught. What did you want to happen? Because you got out here on social media. You posted all these videos of how good you're doing. This man said, I'm going to sit and I'm going to heal. He said, I will be still. Yahweh said, peace be still. I will be still in the midst of all this chaos. I will be still. That's when men have been hurt, it's good that they be still. It's good because you want to know why? Healing begins. And then when they get out there, they will get somebody of substance. That's what a lot of y'all women miss. When y'all get out the gate, y'all like freshmen. Once you get out the gate, anybody, you know how freshmen are when you get in college, right? Freshmen, they just wild out because they have been stuck inside the gate. So now freshmen wild out when they get in college. And that's what y'all do. Once you get released from your marriage, you a freshman, you wild out and think it's okay. I'm posting pictures. I'm wearing all this bullshit clothing that don't look right and shit. Okay, you out here doing TikTok videos and stuff that it doesn't make sense. Okay, and you're saying I'm living my best life, and then when the ball drop and you see your significant other as used to be your significant other, a year and a half from now or 2 years, and he got this beautiful woman on his arm, okay, a little younger than you, a little younger model than you. Now you done lost your motherfucking mind. But you're the one who decided, I don't want this marriage no more. So this is why I say we have a problem. Because once you get emotional, there is no intelligence in that shit. You will watch the kingdom burn. You will say shit to this man that you know ain't right. Okay? You will say shit to him that you know that is not right and you think it makes sense to you. Now, we're going to go to another content creator. Okay? And this Black David. Okay, I'm sharing Black David video right now, and Miss Ali is in it. Okay, and Miss Ali is about to drop some gems right now. Y'all take heed to the message.
God made the man and woman to be together in unity, and so it is impossible for us as Black women to attend church and say that we love and worship God when we disrespect our own man, who is in the image of God, because God is a man. And our men may be the closest representative of that kind of masculinity of God that we ever meet. We should stop using our children to punish our men. We should stop disrespecting our men in front of our children. Sometimes we talk badly about them. It makes the child get a different idea about the father just because of our personal relationship. And then we should start trying to be a little bit more patient, tolerant, and courteous. And those are some attributes that we have kind of gotten away from because we are on this speed thing of trying to make a living. I'm not saying that he's right, but if we become better women, he's got to become a better man.
Ooh, one more time for the crowd in the back. One more time, y'all.
God made the man and woman to be together in unity. And so it is impossible for us as Black women to attend church and say that we love and worship God when we disrespect our own man, who is in the image of God, because God is a man. And our men may be the closest representative of that kind of masculinity of God that we ever meet. We should stop using our children to punish our men.
That's right.
We should stop disrespecting our men in front of our children.
That's right.
Sometimes we talk badly about them. It makes the child get a different idea about the father just because of our personal relationship. And then we should start trying to be a little bit more patient, tolerant, and courteous.
I love that.
And those are some attributes that we have kind of gotten away from because we are on this speed thing of trying to make a living. I'm not saying that he's right, but if we become better women, he's got to become a better man.
Oh, I love that. She's right. She's right. God made man in his own image. My melanated brothers, you are the original. You are the original. God made man in his own image. How is it that we could go to church every Sunday, but then when we get home from church on Sunday, we can curse our man out and tell our man that they ain't ish? My condolences, Logan. I see you, baby. I'm so sorry. My condolences. But this is the thing. How can we, and I love what Ali said, Miss Ali said, because how can we go to church and jump around and praise God, but then when we get home, we call our husbands motherfuckers and NFers and you ain't shit, and you ain't gonna never be shit, and you never was shit, and all that. Okay? How can we say all those things to our husband, but then we go to church, thank you, Skinny, but then we go to church and we jumping around, we praising God, but God said, I made man in my own image. So at church, you will praise me in front of people, but when you get home, you don't know how to talk to me. You don't know how to talk to me. Miss Ali said, our man is the closest image that you will get to ever see God. Ooh, that's nasty, ain't it? That's nasty what she said. Our men are the closest image that you will ever get to see to see God. Wow. That's nasty. That's nasty. But in the same breath, we will say our men ain't shit. We're the only race of women that will get up here and say our men ain't shit. Our men ain't shit. Our men ain't never been shit. They never was shit. We're the only race that will get up here and say that. A change has to come. A change has to come in, and the younger generation are the younger generations that see the flaws in the older generation. They're waking up. It's not going to be all of them because just like I told y'all earlier, all of us ain't going to be able to ride the train together. Okay, some of us is lost. Okay, some of us are lost. You will see people all out on social media that they will preach this way and they will preach that way, and they're lost themselves. Because if you get out here and degrade our men and say our men ain't ish, and then you will get up here and say the Caucasian man is better, you are the problem. Yes, I have to tell you that. You are the problem. You're the problem. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying that our men are perfect. There are some men that do bullshit. There are some men that do some fucked up stuff. Other men, okay? But I'm my sisters accountable. There's a change that has to come in you. There are a lot of women who say, I keep running into the same type of man. I keep running into the same type of man. All the time, this is what you say. But it's something in you that are attracting those type of men. You are attracting those type of men. And I'm about to have somebody who's going to share this thought with me. Okay? Shout out to Culture Shock Invasion. They dropped Charleston White content. And I want y'all to hear what Charleston White got to say.
A woman can't find her man. A woman cannot be out looking for her man. She's out of position. She's out of nature. Her man is going to find her operating in her nature or in her essence as a woman. Whether they're shopping, doing whatever she's doing, right? He's going to find her in that essence. And he's looking. So when he meet her, he's going to be asking her questions. Hey, where you from? He's looking for his wife. The woman's going to be found, but she's not looking. He bumps into her, oh, excuse me, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. Hey, excuse me, can I talk to you? She's not trying to get his attention. That's why the woman can't ever pick the right man, because the woman can never pick her man. Your man will find you. Your woman can't choose you, my nigga. That's a pimp mentality. Oh, bitch got to choose me. Now, nigga, spiritually, you got to go find it. If you want a woman, you have to actively seek and go look for what you want. It can't appear. Nigga, so you got to weed out. A woman can't...
I like what Charleston White said, because check this out. On the day that I met my husband was the day we were at the laundromat. We were washing clothes at the laundromat. I love what Charleston White said. Because the day I met my king, I met him at the laundromat. And at the time that I met my husband, I was walking into understanding the shit that I messed up on in my life. I was walking into my accountability. And at the beginning of me walking into my accountability, thank God I was in my 20s, okay? Because some of y'all wait till y'all get about 50, 60 years old and then you walking into your accountability. But I was walking into my accountability, and this is when I met my king. Because as me talking to God and asking him to clean out everything that is not right within me, shout out to Mr. Bennett, that I was cleaning out everything that was not right in me. I was walking into my king, okay? And my king continued with the corrections that I had needed, okay? That he continued with the corrections that I have needed, okay? So what Charleston White is saying is correct, because you can bump into a man, okay? You can bump into a man at a grocery store, and it depends on your response. And he bump into you, and you turn around and you say, motherfucker, this and that. He gonna say, oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But if he bump into you and he say, oh, hun, I'm sorry. And you say, oh, no, don't worry about it. It's all right. You know, it's full in here. You know what I'm saying? The grocery store is full in here. And then he turn around and say, oh, okay, sis. How you doing today? And she say, fine, I'm doing. She give him that smile. I'm doing. What does that smile and those kind words mean a lot? Mm-hmm. Those kind words mean a lot. Anissa, I like what you said. Good morning, Anissa. Those kind words mean a lot. He bumped into you by mistake. You didn't turn around and say, motherfucker, this and that. Don't you see me walking? You did not turn around and say that. You did not turn around. When he bumped into you, he said, I'm sorry. And you said, oh, sweetie, it's all right. You know, it's busy in here. And he said, oh, so how you doing today? And you say, I'm fine. And she smiled and everything. And he said, can I talk it up with you a little bit? And she said, oh, sweetie, what's going on? Right there. Right there. That small conversation turns into something else. It's an exchange of numbers. Y'all in the same line, grabbing the food and leaving. He walk you to your car. He start putting the food in your car and say just like this. Okay? And say just like this, can I get your number? See? Kind words lead to something else. Okay? I did not curse my husband out at the laundromat. You're lying. Okay? If I would have cursed him out, it would have went left. Green beans play too much. Okay? Because my king is, he ain't down for all that foolery. That thing would have went left, honey. I would have never met him. Mm-hmm. Have a good one, Anissa. So, this is true. This is true. I just want to share that with y'all. He's right. Women cannot go out there and find a man. It's the work you got to do and change your mindset that will have you walk into your king. I'm not lying to you. I'm speaking facts to you. And I'm telling you this from experience. Okay? Okay? You got to learn how to clean out everything that is not right within you for marriage. Okay? That's how you do that. You got to work on yourself. God will send you the man that you're supposed to meet. And I want to share something with you. It could be the laundromat. It could be the movies. Okay? It could be the grocery store. It could be the library. It could be a jazz club. It could be a theater. You will walk into the man that you're supposed to meet. But it depends on the response that you give. If you give a nasty response, motherfucker, this and that, you're going to get a problem. But if you give a kind word, you will see differently. I'm just saying. Miss Straight Up No Chaser, how are you? It's good to see you. Now, I got to share something with y'all. This was so funny. I can't really play the video, but I'll tell you about it. We about to jump on something else, and then we going to land on the main event, okay? So, there was a TikToker. She was playing a joke on her husband, okay? They had got into an argument. She picked an argument with him, and they are from Nigeria. She picked the argument with him. And she set up her phone to show what happened. So she act like she fixing the chair. And anybody who met African women, even African American women, we are well endowed at the bottom. Okay, I'm being a little fresh. We well endowed at the bottom. So what it looked like is she got the sundress on, and she's fixing the chair. Okay. Now, mind you, the phone is on. Okay, so the phone is watching the husband eyes and the reaction as she's bending over and shaking her bum bum. That's what they call it. But they call it Nash too. In Nigeria, they call it Nash. So she's bending over, shaking, and her Nash is shaking from side to side. And mind you, they just got in a heated argument. Okay? Okay? They got in a heated argument. So she's there trying to fix the chair, her Nash moving from side to side, and he walks past her, act like he don't see it. But then he peeks out the doorway and still watching her, shaking her nash by cleaning the chair and everything like that. It's a whole funny, it's so funny. And as she's bending over, he gets behind her, not knowing that the camera is running. He about to pull up that dress and give it to her. And then she said, shift. Because that's what they say to men when in Africa, when he trying to get too close, they'll tell him shift, right? So she was like, no, shift, because you mad with me. He said, what that got to do with it? You started the argument. He said, you just looking good like that. And she was laughing. She was like, no, we was arguing. Apologize to me first. And he was like, no, I need, he trying to tell her, I need what you got, And he trying to lift up her dress. And she points to the camera, looking at the camera. And he started laughing. He was like, so we got in a fake argument for no reason? She was like, yeah, I just wanted to see if I can entice you. And he sat down. He said, well, you did it, and now there's a problem here now. That's what he told her. It's a problem. And then the camera went off. I wanted to show y'all something beautiful between a husband and wife. Love making should always be at the helm of your relationship when you marry. Love making should always be at the helm. You should always want to make love to your significant other. This is how a relationship will always stay in sync with one another. I want to share that with y'all. A lot of content creators won't tell you that, but I want to share that with y'all. Love making should always be in sync. Okay? So now let's get to the main event of all this foolery. Oh my goodness. But before we do, this is a word from our sponsor.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. Hey, everybody clap your hands. They not like us. I took a pocket, hey. They not like us. I took a pocket, hey. Take a paper, hey. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You ain't been through nothing. Have you ever had to leave the studio cause your sugar got low? I got gout in my pinky toe. Hey, did you hear what I said? I took a pocket, I got gout in my pinky toe. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You can't be me. I got a bad bladder. Every 30 seconds, I got to pee. Hey, I see you trying to date these women. Hey, I see you trying to date her. They don't want you. They want an old school, cause I change your alternator. Hey, you a rapper, young whippersnapper. Hey, are you a rapper, young whippersnapper?
Let me stop. That song is too much, I'm telling you. It is so funny. But I also, before we go into something, I want to share something with you that hip hop motivation dropped in my DMs. And I want to share it with y'all. I want y'all to hear this. Black love televised. Fear of the black love. I want y'all to hear this, okay?
To know the best about us where they look.
Right, yeah.
They look at mainstream culture, right?
What's the mainstream culture? The Grammys.
And what is mainstream culture?
Right.
It's violence. It's drug dealing. It's drug selling. It's drug using. That's what they perceive as the best about us. Why though?
Right. No, you're right.
Why is it the best of us?
Right.
Why? Like Sam Smith gets to sing a great song about stay with me. That goes straight to power rotation on the mainstream radio station. If I sing that same song, stay with me, limited bandwidth. Because our violence isn't the threat. Our love is.
Our love is, y'all. Our love is the problem. That's nasty. You're right.
Our family separated. It's fine. It's perfect. The man staying with his family and raising his kids and pouring into his woman. That's the threat.
That's the threat.
I think back to when we met.
Y'all remember this song,
the
right?
way I used to be and the cold way I used to act.
This is Martin. Y'all remember
But more
Martin?
than that, I think of how you changed me with your love.
When he was arguing with Gina.
Remember when I used to used to do.
Go ahead, baby.
You better abuse me.
Get it, Martin.
Then I laid eyes on you.
Here comes
It was
Gina.
pain.
That's nasty. Get it, honey.
Then I kissed your lips and
Get it. Get it. Then she Trey, then Gina teared up. Gina, no, she got that voice.
You really love me, don't you, girl?
I'll always love you, baby.
I always love you, baby. Go ahead. Desire. Get it, y'all.
That's why the black man is known as the greatest lover. If he ain't following some old bullshit religion. These religions, male-dominated religions, was to get you out of connecting with your woman. Now, this is the great mystery. It's so simple. The Passion of Isis and Osiris by Gene Wolfe, which is Hillary Clinton's astrologer. And you thinking these is crackers from Arkansas, they don't know shit. In your Hindu mythology, Shiva and Shakti, two halves of the universe. Isis and Osiris is nothing but two primordial portions of the universe. That's why you get the snake biting its tail. That's called a great round. The tail is the penis, and the snake's mouth is the vagina. We're still talking about the same connection. Only thing you're doing is you're connecting with your own fucking self. So we were in the beginning as two halves of the same entity. It stands to reason that in these latter days, in order to reconnect back into that particular world that we came from, because the cycle now has returned, it's all based on the connection of the black man and the black woman.
Get it.
So it stands to reason why they would try to separate you in the particular aspect that black love is not allowed in cinema and in reality, because basically they're separating you by class, based on economic status, locking you up, anything to keep the black love from connecting. Well, the beautiful part.
Anything to keep the black love unconnected. Do you understand? Anything to keep us unconnected. You see, this gender war don't mean shit. Anything to keep us unconnected. Yes, you will see me get in here and I will get at my sisters and I will scream at them. I will be upset with them. I will be calling them chicken holes. I will be calling them all types of names. I will be calling them from the hyena kingdom. I'm mad with y'all ass. That's why I'm talking to y'all like that, because I'm mad with y'all ass. Okay? Because you let people fool you. That's why I'm mad with you. But I love you at the same time. But I'm mad with you. Because we're the only race of women that will get up here and disgrace our brothers and say they ain't shit. So that's why I'm mad with you. Because you will give your womb to men who are undeserving. That's why I'm mad with you. And so when you say I hate women, you better go into my content and really check if I dislike women. Because I love you. Because if I don't love you, baby, I will be up here telling you that it's okay to hate your men. It's okay to dislike your men. It's okay for you to say your men ain't shit. But it's not okay. So because I'm telling you that it's not okay, this is the truth. I'm telling you it's not okay. I need you to change your mindset. Our brothers are not our enemy. They are not. Stop listening to these content creators that will get up here and lie to you and tell you nonsense. Our brothers are not our enemy. They are not. We're the only race of women that will get up here and say our men ain't shit. They are not our enemies. We need them just as well as they need us. We need them just as well as they need us. Our love is more powerful than anything. But in cinema and music, you only see baby mama, ratchet shit. Okay? You will see Peace Be Still's ratchet shit. Okay? You will see all types of pharmacy products on the street, ratchet shit. You will only see ratchet shit in our community. When you see women like me come to social media and tell you I'm submissive to my husband, I follow what my husband say, you'll say, oh, she's a pick-me, she's a slave, she don't know what she talking about, she foolish and all this other stuff. But I'm the same woman who gets to lay in the bed with the same man close to 17 years, 18 years. Same man. 18 years my husband has been a father. Close to 17 years we have been married. But you will get out here and tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I know what love feel like. I know what love feel like, honey, and it is not what y'all think. It is not what you think. Love will not always be rosy, baby. Love will not always be turmoil. Love will be joy. Love will be peace. Love will be peace, be still. Sometimes you got to be still in your marriage. And sometimes your marriage will be boring, but it will be a boring of joy that you're at rest. There's no shit about to happen. Okay? Love is different. It comes in different ways when you're married. It's different. That happiness bullshit, kick that out the window. That's not real. That's not real. Stop believing that. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. No. Marriage is not like that. Y'all believe in this false ideology. The pink pill, I see you, baby. Y'all believe in this false ideology that doesn't make sense. And you will destroy your own just because I just want to be happy. Good morning, Mr. He said, wonderful show last night. It was amazing, as usual. And so I want you to understand is that because they had taught us we don't need each other. They taught us that we could survive without one another. We have conformed to that idea and we think it makes sense. We think it makes sense. Don't you know when we loved one another, our communities were better? When we loved one another, our communities were better. Our children grew up in the village. My king said, play the song again at the end of the show. Sir, yes, I will, sir. I'll play it again at the end of the show. I'm telling you that there is an issue going on. And I want you to understand is that our love is better together. We're better together. Ain't nothing like black love. Can't nobody tell me nothing else. Ain't nothing like black love. We need each other, but I'm going to share something with you. I am not hating on anybody who who marries outside the culture. You find love where you find it, baby. I'm not here to judge you. You find love where you find it, but I'm saying to my brothers and sisters, ain't nothing like black love. Y'all gotta understand that our brothers are conditioned to love us. I've said this so many times. From your eyes to your nose to your lips to your ears to your breasts to your hips to your behind. When they ride from side to side, they are conditioned to love you from birth. What gives them the problem is the way that you talk to them. The way that you talk to our brothers give them poise. They say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why she gotta talk like that to me? All I said was hello. Charleston White said you gonna walk into the man that is meant for you. It depends on how you respond. It depends on how you behave. When you hear our brothers say that I want to see change in you, it's because he's conditioned to love you. When he say he want to see change, he's conditioned to love you, baby. That's why he want change. Pink Pill, thank you, baby, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. I want you to understand that part. And now, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. So we going to dissect this foolery. Austin Holeman said the truth will never be televised to the Passport Bros. Check this out. Please excuse all the ads that's about to come in because O'Shea be dropping them ads, baby. Let's get into it.
So if you are a black American man trying to date in Latin America or Asia Pacific, a lot of you guys like to go to Brazil and Thailand, and y'all having these content creators telling you that you're going to get the best and that the women are going to roll out the red carpet for you. I'm telling you right now,
The Passport Bros are the most influential group of content creators in the black sector on planet Earth. And guess what? There is no one leader. The ideology keeps evolving. It was derived, in my honest opinion, from Charles Taylor. The name was given and denoted, in my honest opinion, by Aaron Ferris. And then the whole idea just went from there. Early adopters were Taylor Made Dreams, again, Aaron Ferris. I would give Al Grease and the late, great Charles Taylor as the thought leaders of the movement. And now we're into 2024 where guys are just taking over. Ronan the Traveler, you got Zoom to Thailand and Richie. And then there's this guy, Austin Holeman. Storytime music! I came across Austin Holeman in August 2022. Once Kevin Samuels died, May 5th, 2024, there was a big void in the market. And none of us as black male content creators could fill it. So I had the idea of pushing a new guy, or at least trying to promote him a lot on my channel. That guy ended up being Austin Holeman. He was everything that Kevin Samuels was not. Young, rambunctious, inexperienced, but with a lot of zeal, and people liked him because of his brash personality, which him and Kevin Samuels shares similarly. And although the actual ideologies differed, he was a guy that I started really putting out there. And he was always doing well on TikTok himself. And the views went up, and the views went up, and the views went up. And then I actually met Austin Holeman in Uganda.
I know, Malik. I know he messed up on that part when he said 2024, but I said, let me just leave it because O'Shea be cooking. So he just probably misspoke. But still, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Pink Pill, I see what you said. You like his content too. Malik, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat. So I understand. I still like him though. I still like him. He did mess up on the 2024, but we gonna still dissect it. Let's hear what he got to say.
And also in Nairobi, Kenya. He's a great guy, and I think he has a lot of talent. But there has been some criticisms of Mr. Austin Holeman from many people in the Passport Bro movement. And and he's not making the case better for himself because of his brash personality. Recently, he came out with this particular video called Passport Bros Are Selling You a Dream.
Now, today I want to talk about this. Passport Bros, a good majority of them are selling you guys a fake dream. And you guys can see that from my channel, right? That's why a lot of them choose to, we're going to get into this later, but they choose to discredit me. Because I get online and I can show you in real time what it's like in these other countries. So people might sell Sao Paulo a certain type of way. But I get on live and there's a chick argue with me that I didn't even talk to, but they're also feminine in certain cities. It's so perfect in Sao Paulo. None of these places are perfect the way how they're sold to you. Is it better? Absolutely it is better. That's why I still live abroad. I went back to Dallas and it was some bullshit. So I was like, yeah, I made the right decision by moving. This was just confirmation. But a lot of these people are selling these dreams to you as if it's just a utopia. And I'm telling you, you're still dealing with people. They just don't have as much of a messed up mindset and brainwashed.
So, yes, this is the same man who was on Kendra G. Y'all remember him, right? He was on Kendra G. And I'll share something with you. Austin is trying to tell y'all the good and bad of being a passport bro. In any situation, there will always be a good and a bad, okay? I want y'all to understand that. And y'all men have the right to critique anybody that you want because this, that's a man's space. Excuse me. That's a man's space. So you have the right to critique whoever you want to critique, okay? But I want y'all to just hear what he's trying to say and I want us women to stop saying that men that are passport bros are over there just paying for pussy. Because let me share something with you. Even in the States, men pay for pussy. Let's act like we understand the assignment. Even in the States, men pay for pussy. Even if he's not directly giving you the money and you ask him to pay a bill or something, he paying for pussy. That's what it is. Okay? Let's act like we understand the assignment. Because y'all quick to say, oh, all passport bros is all they doing is paying for pussy abroad. They're paying for pussy here too. They're paying for pussy here too. Okay, let's act like we know. When you get your nails done, you ask him to get your hair done, he's paying for pussy because later you're going to give him some pussy, right? Let's act like we know. I'm tired of y'all. Don't be saying that shit, okay? Stop saying stuff like that because ain't no man alive had never paid for pussy before. Let's act like we know. All right, let's act like we understand this part.
Messed up mindset and brainwashed and degenerate mindset as they do in the United States. Okay? Now, how are they selling you a dream? First of all women around the world don't like all men. And I'm saying this as a black American man, we've been sold this dream. I never bought it, but we've been sold that black American men are the most desired men on the planet. Yeah, right.
Now, this part, I got a problem with him. This part. So, our men are desirable. They are. By women all around the world. It's because of that complexion that people are enticed by. Okay? It's that melanated complexion, that forbidden color. So, I don't believe that part right there. I don't believe that part, but I'm gonna let them keep cooking. But I don't believe that part because our men have a different type of design when it comes to their body. So I don't believe this. I don't believe that part what he's saying, but we're going to let him keep cooking. Okay, we're going to let him cook. Okay, we're going to let him cook because, that's what they do. We're going to let him cook. Okay, so I don't believe that part. I believe our men are desired by different race of women because when they first meet them, they cling to them real quick. So I don't believe that part, but let's go into it.
Yeah, right. First of all, if you go to another country, for example, Romania, Romanians prefer Romanians. Russians prefer Russians. Kenyans prefer Kenyans. The women usually prefer somebody from their own country.
Did he follow it?
Now he's right. He's right about that. Okay. Yes. I believe you are, Trey. I got what you said. Anissa, he said most desirable. He said, he didn't say, he's saying that we believe, because we in this, and how can I say this? In the passport department, right, of YouTube, they are preached to that our men are the most desirable, right? That other cultures want them because they are desirable, right? Okay. So he's saying that it's bullshit. I cut that part off. That's the part y'all didn't hear. He's saying that that's bullshit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe they are desirable. I believe that he's saying it's bullshit. It's not true. Okay. But I believe they're only desired because of the color. That brown skin is beautiful, honey, when it hit that sun. That brown skin look amazing, okay, when it hit that sun, okay? So that's what he's trying to say, that it's a lie. Okay? So now, this is the problem that I have that we don't understand. Europeans have a desire to be with Europeans. Russians have a desire to be with Russians. Asians have a desire to be with Asians. Okay? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. They do. They have a desire. My brothers and sisters, you are not their first pick. I want you to understand that part. Okay? I want you to understand that part. We are not their first pick. So, of course, they're going to choose their own. I want you to understand that they're going to choose their own. Okay? Just like I told y'all that our brothers are conditioned to love us. We are their first choice. Y'all always miss that part. We are their first choice. Only time you see a man that will go out, he will go out is because he saw something in this woman that he did not see in his own. I want us to understand that part. Malik, you too fast, Malik. Malik, you don't even give people a chance, Malik. Malik, you too fast. You don't give them no chance to rectify nothing, Malik. But it's okay, baby. I like it. But you don't give nobody a chance, Malik, at all. You just get them out of here. Malik, let's be nice a little bit today. Today is Sunday, sir. Let's be nice a little bit. Okay? Let's be nice a little bit, Malik. Malik said one time you out. Malik said one time you out. Okay? Let's go into it again.
But most women aren't attracted to black men.
You guys ever notice how you don't see the best non-black women with black American men abroad? On average. I know some of you guys have very attractive Latinas, Asians, and European women, correct? It's a generalization, but I'm saying in general, do you see us going to get the most attractive women? And it's not because of our standards. Most of you guys that are getting the most attractive women are paying for pussy anyway. So we're not talking about y'all. I'm talking about dudes that can walk into a room and the 10 of that society that has the best men of that society going after her, are they looking at you? And if they are, I would love to see. A lot of you disagree with me and y'all don't show me anything. Again, if you're paying for, we're not talking about you. I'm talking about dudes that are dealing with regular chicks.
So Austin is saying if you paying for pussy, you gonna get the top 10. That's what he's saying. If you paying for pussy, you gonna get the top 10. But that's the problem I got, because every man pay for pussy. Even in the States, in the United States, you will get the top 10 if you paying for pussy. Okay? So we gotta stop stretching that like that. If you pay for pussy, you gonna get pussy. Okay? Let's act like we understand that part. We don't want to be telling the truth, but that's the truth. Here we go.
That don't charge by the hour. They charge by the lifetime. That's what I'm talking about. and you know what I'm talking about. So don't come in my comments with that bullshit. Okay? Ever notice how you don't see that? Usually you'll see the baddest Thai chicks with a Thai or a Korean or a white guy. You usually don't see the best with one of us. If you do see a Vietnamese woman with one of us, if you do see a Japanese or a European, don't think that every chick in Japan has that same mindset that she does. Don't think that every Romanian chick has the same mindset as she does. They know that they're stepping outside of their comfort zone. They know that they're a niche.
And then he also
Now, he said these women know they're stepping outside their comfort zone. Okay? They know they're stepping outside their comfort zone when they are messing with men that are from melanated descent. Okay? So these women know what they're doing when they decide to be with a black man. Okay? So, like I said, these women are conditioned to love their own. Okay? They are conditioned to love their own, just like the black man is conditioned to love his own. He's conditioned to love his own. So when he go out, okay, when he go outside, he understands he's going outside. Okay? So let's go back into Austin, what he's saying again. Let's go back.
We'll discuss something similar on a YouTube short called Black Men Cannot Just Show Up Abroad.
So if you are a black American man trying to date in Latin America or Asia specific, a lot of you guys like to go to Brazil and Thailand, and y'all having these content creators telling you that you're going to get the best and that the women are going to roll out the red carpet for you. I'm telling you right now, that's bull. I recently started hanging out with white guys, and I thought I was doing really good, and I was like, it's so much better dating abroad than it is in the States. Until I started hanging out with my white friends, and I saw with my own two eyes, all these motherfuckers gotta do is show up, and the ground is being kissed, and you would have thought it was slave labor going on. So, what does that mean? That does not mean that you guys cannot get the results, because if it wasn't like that, I'd be back in the States still dating, which that will never happen again. But what I'm telling you guys, since you already are not at that same advantage, you guys still need to get in the gym. You guys still need to work on your conversation skills, and you need to build yourself up. It's just not over-exaggerated like it is in the States. Let me know what you think.
But this really pissed off a lot of the creators in the Passport Bro community. Another one of my good buddies, Aaron Ferris, also known as BMT Live, posted a video called The Dark Side of Austin Holeman. Because the thing that frustrates.
So now, since Austin Holeman has unleashed this onto YouTube, a lot of the kings of the Passport Bros have come after him. They are ready to tear him apart because he is discouraging men from going abroad. But I'm going to share something with you. It doesn't matter what Austin says. If a man makes up his mind to want to do something, if a king makes up his mind to want to do something, I don't care what anybody tell him. He going to be precautious, but he going to still go. Because that's his mindset of what he wants to do. So I don't give no shots at the Passport Bros at all. You find love where you find it. But I want to share this with you. Okay, Mona, I see what you got, baby. Mona said, this is a shame. Yes. So they coming after him, and that's what it is. I don't judge anybody. You find love where you find it. If you can't find a sister that is cooperative, and I hope I said that word right, because y'all know how I am with words. If you can't find a sister that is on the same page, baby, you got to do what you do. You got to do what you do. Because God said, be fruitful and multiply. Okay, you got to do what you do. Okay, I'm not mad at you. Okay, but Austin said there is a dark side and there's a good side. Okay, and I want y'all to get misunderstood of what is going on, because some of y'all have us quick to come social media talking about that's all Passport Bros doing is paying for pussy. They pay for pussy everywhere. Men pay for pussy everywhere. I don't care what nation you from. Men pay for pussy. I don't care who you are. Okay, from the poor. Okay, men pay for pussy. Okay, let's act like we understand it, because this is the truth. Okay, because y'all quick to say some shit like that, and it's not, that does not make sense. Okay? So what he's telling us, he's trying to tell you a good side. He's trying to tell you the bad side of the good side and the bad side of being a passport bro. Okay? Let's act like we understand. All right, but I want you to understand this part as well. And I keep saying this is the third time that I said it on this live. Our brothers are conditioned to love us. They are conditioned to love you from your eyes, from your nose, from your mouth, from your ears, to your breasts, to your waist, to your hips, your behind, and the way your hips ride from side to side. He is conditioned to love you, damn it. He's conditioned to love you. This is what he is. He's conditioned to love you from the day of his birth. He's conditioned to love you. You got to understand that part. There's only a small percentage of men that marry outside the culture. So the small percent that's outside the culture, we want to kick everybody. You know, every black man, you want to label that, and that's not true. That's not true. The brothers who decided to marry outside the culture, we got to stop throwing hate and rocks and all that stuff at them. That's their decision. They found love where they find it. But my sisters, only how a change can come, it has to come from you. The change has to come from you, my sisters. If you said, I can't find no man, there's no good men around and this and that, every time I turn around, I'm running into a Pookie and Ray Ray, you know what the problem is? It's you. It's nasty, right? It's nasty, right? But it's you. It's you. You the problem. You the problem, baby. If you keep running into men that are not right, baby, it's you. You are attracting those type of men. You got to do some work inside you so that the right men can come along. Anytime you keep running into the wrong men, that means it's you. It's you. You the problem. It's you. You the problem. Every relationship end up destroyed. It's you, baby. You the problem. You are attracting these type of men. Don't you know, if I continued on the path that I was going when I was in my 20s, I would have never met my king. I would have never met my king. He would have smooth walked right past me. I would have missed him. I would have missed him. I would not have walked into my future. I'm not sitting up here talking about my marriage is perfect. It is not. But I would have missed him. I would have missed him because I needed a mindset change. I needed an attitude change. You will miss him if you don't change your mindset. A lot of y'all who running around here talking about, I wish I had a good man. I wish I had a man. You know what it is? You have missed this man 4 times. That's nasty, right? That's nasty what I'm saying. I know a lot of y'all offended by what I said, but you have missed this man 4 good times. You have missed him. Because a mindset change needs to be done. Okay? I was only blessed because I was in my 20s when I knew something was wrong. Some of y'all in y'all 60s finding out that something was wrong all the while, but you have missed your turn, baby. The train has ran and left you. You have missed it, baby. Some of y'all have took time on the wrong men and gave your womb to the wrong men. And then let me share something with you. I'm not judging. I've done it too. But I was able to get that correction in my 20s, and that's why I'm here today. A mindset change needs to be done. You got to understand that part. And what Austin is saying, he had an audience of, this is what it is. The passport bros is this and this and that. And at the same time, while he was preaching the praises of the passport bros, he should have been teaching the pros. And just like he was teaching the pros, he should have been teaching the cons as well. He should have been teaching the cons as well. You see these divester women out here, they teach you all the pros of being a divester, but they don't teach you the cons. Okay? They only teach you the good that happen when you date outside your race. They don't teach you the bad that happen. And this is the problem with a lot of these content creators. I can only teach you the good because I want you to follow my shit. If I'm a bad content creator and I always talk about men, I'm going to always talk evil about men because that's my content, right? Right? Uh-huh. That's my content. If I'm up here teaching you to be obedient to your husband and love your husband and this and that, that's what I'm always going to preach. I'm always preach that. You have content creators like that. You have content creators that will get up here and they will preach lifetime stories. They will get up here and preach things that they have been through, lessons that they have learned. They will also preach about being submissive to your husband, about making love to your husband, about being kind to your husband, being respectful to your husband. You will have content creators like that. I'm not in none of those categories. I get up here and turn on this phone and I just talk shit. Okay? I'm not in none of those categories. I will get up here and talk shit. And I'll go off. That's what I'm about to do right now. Okay? That's what I do. Okay? That's what I do. Okay? The thing is that there's a lesson in everything. There is a lesson in everything. Okay? And so Austin got a problem now because he's been preaching the passport bros is everything, but he has not been preaching the problem as well. You got to preach both. So now your audience know where you coming from. You got to preach both. Okay? And so now this is going to be his problem. This is his problem now. Because now the kings of the passport bros are turning against him. This is his problem now. Because one minute you tell me that being a passport bro is amazing, get your passport, just leave, and now the next minute you telling me that there's all these problems being a passport bro. When you should have had told these brothers in the beginning, some men have never traveled a day in their life. They don't know what it looked like outside. Only men who have traveled so much will be men of service and men who understand they had to get outside the U.S. as well. So this is the whole kit and caboodle, baby. This is the whole thing right here. Alistair, on one hand, is doing the wrong thing, and on the other hand, he doing the right thing. But he should have been putting that in the mix in the same way. He should have been preaching the good and the bad so people understand. Because there is never good in everything. There is never good in everything. You got to teach the good and the bad. When I talk about marriage, I tell you that there is suffering. When I talk about marriage, I tell you that there a mindset change needs to be done. When I talk about marriage, I tell you that every argument you don't have to show up for. When I tell you that it won't be rosy all the time. Sometimes hurricanes and tornadoes will come. But I will tell you this, there will be good times. There will be more good times than bad. There will be more good times than bad. I just want y'all to understand that part. Yes, this is true. Anissa, this is correct. You speaking facts. Just like I said to y'all, our brothers are conditioned to love us. Stop worrying about the passport bros. Stop riding their back. This is their choice. This is what they want. There's nothing wrong with dating outside the culture. And I know I'm gonna get some heat for that, but it's true. You find love where you find it. If she's a good woman and she's kind and she's caring, you do what it do. But my sisters, I want you to always remember, our men are conditioned to love us. My sisters, our men are conditioned to love us. They are. When they date outside, it's because they didn't see. They didn't see you. If they date outside and you're a good woman, it's because they didn't see you. You too close. Shout out to Ricky. You too close to the hoes. You too close to the hoes. That's the problem. You got to stand out, baby. You got to stand out. I like what R. Pander said. I like what he said. Thank you, R. Payne, for the $5. Thank you, R. Payne, for the $5 super chat. R. Payne, marriage, politics, and sports. Shout out to R. Pandering. Austin is still growing mentally. Missteps are expected. They are expected. He has some growing to do. It's true, he does. He has some growing to do. But I believe he's not wrong for telling the other part as well. He's not. There is not good in everything. It is not. It's not good in everything. Let's talk about it. It's not. Another thing I want us to chime in on, the woman who is from Germany that's getting all this heat because she said black women don't know how to treat their men. I want y'all to lay up off that woman. She right. When somebody call you on your ish, you got to accept that shit. She's right. We don't know how to treat our men. And I know a lot of the women in the comment section was in my chat telling me, sis, you're wrong, sis, you're wrong, because I treat my husband. First of all, let me share something with you. A hit dog gonna holler. Shout out to Black Men Unfiltered. A hit dog gonna holler, baby. A hit dog gonna holler, damn it. If you treat your husband well and you fuck him on a regular, I said it. Yes, I did. I didn't stutter. I said, if you treat your husband well and you fuck him on a regular, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I ain't talking to you. If you respect your husband and you do what you're supposed to do as a wife and you're submissive, baby, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that's out here talking shit. I'm talking to them. So a hit dog gonna holler. If I write something and you don't like what I wrote, you know what I'm saying? And you, in your mind, you say, that ain't me. Okay, that ain't me. Then what you supposed to say is, I second that emotion. In the comment section, that's what you supposed to say. Because you ain't doing the shit. So you say, I second that emotion. When this German woman was talking, I know that shit wasn't me. I fucked my husband on a regular, okay? And I like it too, okay? And I respect my husband, okay? And love him and listen to what he got to tell me, okay? So I ain't mad. I'm not mad at her, okay? I'm not mad at her, okay? Now, if I was doing the shit, if I was doing bullshit like some of y'all women, if I was doing bullshit like y'all, some of y'all, I would be mad, because that means she talking about me, okay? Okay? She talking about me, okay? But since I know I respect my husband and I love him and I listen to what he got to tell me, and I fuck my husband on a regular and I feed him when he hungry, okay? I know she ain't talking to me, so I'm not mad. But for the rest of y'all who mad, okay, It's because you ain't doing your shit. You ain't handling your shit. When somebody telling the truth, baby, just co-sign them shit. Okay? Green beans, green beans, you lucky you got this you lucky you got this wrench. Cause I would tell Malik to take you out. I'm telling you right now. I would tell Malik to take you out, but you got that wrench. You got that wrench. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice, okay? Now, what I'm trying to tell y'all, okay, is that's right, Malik. That's right, Malik. You already know. You already know. Watch Green Beans, because he always doing something. Now, y'all should be offended if you're not doing the right thing. Be offended because you're not doing the right thing. You're not treating your husband well. I remember one time I was on a panel and somebody said, no names, I won't say the name. Somebody said that they have a schedule when they fuck. They got a schedule, okay? And I said, you should not have a schedule when you married. Making love should not be a schedule. They was offended by what I said. They was offended by what I said, okay? That's your business if you want to be offended. But if you married, this should not be a fucking schedule. On Tuesday, I'll pencil you in at 2 o'clock because we fucking on Tuesday. Okay? What happened to the other days of the week? So we don't get the, I see you booty butt naked from the shower and we don't get the fuck. I don't understand that part. Okay? I don't understand that part. Okay? So now, Malik, you too quick. You too quick, Malik. Be nice, Malik. Be nice. Green beans, yes, I am. That's my character. That's my character. I'm sorry if you offended. You can always unfollow me, sir. So now, with that being said, I feel that you should always have a connection with your husband. I feel that y'all should always make love on a regular. That's how you keep the marriage. A lot of us miss that part. I always tell y'all that. That's how you keep the marriage. Servitude is always the key. Servitude will always be the key in a good marriage. Okay? I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Now, with that being said, Green Beans say, Lord, need this child here. Green Beans, you too much. Please, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe to the page. If you feel the content, please like and subscribe. If you don't feel the content, scroll the fuck up. They got other content creators in this bitch that you might like, okay? You don't have to like my shit. Nobody asked you to like my shit. Nobody asked you to come to my shit. If you don't like it, please scroll up. They got other content creators in this motherfucker. You don't have to watch my shit. Yes, I curse. Yes, I get indignant. Yes, I'm fresh with my mouth, okay? I ain't gonna lie. That's what it is. That's how I am. That's how I talk. You don't have to like my shit. Nobody asked you to, okay? And yes, I curse 7 days a week on this shit. Yes, I do. So now, with that being said, if you don't like it, just scroll up. Okay, just scroll up. You don't have to like it. You don't have to follow me. None of that stuff. If I offend you in any way, baby, you don't have to. You don't have to follow me. There's no law that say you have to follow me. There's no law that say you have to like my shit. Just scroll up. All right, just scroll up, baby. This is the truth. I'm not trying to offend you or hurt your feelings. I'm gonna share something with you. I will never sugarcoat the truth. I would never sugarcoat the truth. And I said this on Mr. He Said show yesterday. I said the mindset of every man and woman, right? The mindset of every man and woman. There will be the truth, there will be a lie, there will be a gray area. There's three sides to a story. It's the truth, the lie, and the gray area. Okay? And I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to always say the truth, even when it hurts. Even when it hurts me as well. I'm going to always say the truth. Because I'm too old to be up here lying. I'm too old. So one of the things I want Yahweh to say to me is that at least you told the truth. No matter how hard it was, or no matter how nasty it was that you said it, or even when you use curse words, at least you told the truth. There are some people that they won't curse at all, and they won't get indignant at all, but they'll be lying to you, baby. They'll be lying to you. The most sweetest person can sit up here and tell you a whole lie, and y'all will believe it. There are so many older content creators in here that they got 2 feet already in the grave, and they will be so sweet talking to you and tell you how men are and how men are this, and they'll be lying to you because they want you to see the same destruction that they have done. They want you to end up just like them, miserable and alone with 4 cats in their house. But I will get up here and I will tell you the truth, even when it hurts. Even when it hurts. Even when some other woman will come from a different culture and tell you that black women is doing this, I will tell you she's right. Because people see the shit that we're doing. But can a change be made? Yes. Will all of us be saved? Nope. Will everybody be able to join the train? Nope. But the ones who want the motherfucking ticket to the train, baby, get the ticket. Get the ticket, damn it. Get the ticket. I'm not a perfect content creator, but I will be here to tell you the truth, even when you don't like it. Even when you don't like it. I get shit thrown at me when I'm on panels and stuff like that, and I go to people's channels and they'll say something about me, and I have to eat that shit because it'll be true. People always critique me, and I'm going to share this with y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. People always critique me about my weight. I'm a big girl. All the time. No matter who panel I go to. Because they can't critique me on anything else, but they can critique me. No. They can critique me on my curse word. Because I curse a lot. So they critique me on my curse words and also to be my weight. And people would say to me, oh, black women always say they big and sexy. You know, this is big sexy, you know. And I'm going to share something with you. I look at myself like that because I take care of myself, okay? Even though I'm a big girl, I throw my shit on. I think I look like the best. I think I look like better than the rest. I've always thought that in my mind, okay? But I know the reality that not everybody like big women. Not everybody believe that big women are beautiful, okay? So am I up here bashing people because you don't like big women? No. Do I sit up here and tell you women should get up here and start looking like beach whales? Hell no, that shit ain't right. Who are you trying to attract? Okay? So I don't believe that shit is right. Now, should a woman be cursing all the time? No, that she's not in her femininity. But I never said that I'm feminine. I never said I am. Now, I use my sexuality to help with my femininity. I try to fix that. That's how. Okay, I'm very seductive, so I try to fix that. And that shit it comes off me like water. That's why my husband always be like, I don't want you talking to this person. Don't be talking to this person. He don't even like me on the phone talking to certain men because he's like, it always breathes off you. You have to watch your tone. So this is why I rarely, when I'm talking to content creators, I would like to go to email. I like to do email. I don't like to be on the phone because I know my tone. Malik, you always telling on me talking about Scorpio. It's true. When you engage with a Scorpio and just common conversation, that shit will go left. Okay? It will always go left. I don't know why, but it will always go left. Even though we're not supposed to believe in all this astrology and all this stuff like that, but it will always go left. Especially if she's comfortable in her sexuality, and I am, and that's bad. My king always be laughing like, and that's enough. The conversation is over. Okay? So you will always have me get up here, and I will always tell you the truth, and I will get indignant with it. I'm not a perfect content creator. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, everybody, thank you for taking heed to the message. Much love to you all. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Please, if you want to donate, please donate through Cash App, also Super Chat as well. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubnracksfashion.com. Okay. And the 5 links is in the bio. So you have Etsy, Mercari, eBay, Pushmart, and the main website, ubnracksfashion.com. Okay. Now I see what Anissa put. Good women exist. You might have to change your approach to find her. Yes, it does. It's true. And a woman has to change her mindset as well. Also, YouTube makes me sell merch. So if you like the cups, the mugs, the water bottles, all that stuff, you'll see it. Just scroll to the top of my channel and you will see scroll to the top of my channel and you will see shop or store, and you could go in there. Now, Club King UB said not all men like skinny girls either. Honey, stop trying to soup me up. That's my husband in the chat, y'all. He always trying to soup me up. But here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. Hey, everybody clap your hands.
They not like us. Have a good day, y'all.
Hey, you a rapper, young.
Take it easy.
You ain't been through nothing. Have you ever had to leave the studio because you shouldn't have got low? I got gout in my pinky toe. Hey, did you hear what I said? I took a bucket to butt. I got gout in my pinky toe. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You can't be me. I got a bad bladder. Every 30 seconds, I got to pee. Hey, I see you trying to date these women.
Go, Melania.
Hey, I see you trying to date her. They don't want you. They want an old school because I'll change your alternator.
He said I'll change your alternator. Pink Pill, have a good day, baby.
Hey, are you a rapper, young whippersnapper?
Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you for rocking with me. I greatly appreciate it. If you did not hit the like button, please hit the like button before we leave. Much love to you all. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe out there, baby.